So COVID-19 antibodies.
Oh,
We've
that's
been
a good
hearing
one.
about this, honey.
Yeah.
Antibodies, who need to test, and are the tests accurate, and what does the test reveal, and when should you get it, and so all those kind of things. And what is an antibody? We'll cover all those, and we have an animation, we have cartoons, because this can be sometimes difficult to understand. So I have an animation, I have a cartoon characters, and all that kind of good stuff. So let's walk through this, all right?
All right, let's talk
Okay,
about
let's go with the
that special one.
disclaimer at this time.
Get the disclaimer up there.
All right, let's go with it. And disclaimer at this time, so the next graphic. Here it is, folks. The information presented in this presentation is not to diagnose, prescribe, or treat, but to educate only. We advise that you consult with your primary care physician before incorporating any complementary, integrative, and or lifestyle medicine. Lifestyle medicine.
All right, so we're talking about those antibodies. Now, we've been talking about antibodies before,
Yes.
and we've talked about how they work in the system. But now, today, we're actually going to be talking about, we're going to focus in on specific antibodies.
There you go. Specific
All right.
one. So we have an animation at this time. So let's go to animation, and let's go to the next slide. And before they click the animation, let's just let it stay there, right there. Let's stay right there, because I want to set this up.
Okay.
You see there in the distance on the left side, that is a virus.
Okay.
As it gets close to us, you would notice this virus has projections on it. I want us to focus on the one on the bottom left, those projections, the bottom left.
Okay.
That's going to lock into our cell like a key into a keyhole. That's how that virus enters into our cell. When that happens, it alerts antibodies that come out, you'll see it, and lock that key in. So it's like putting chewing gum on the tip of a key so the key cannot fit into the keyhole.
Wow.
So let's go with the
Okay.
animation at this time, and I'll walk this through as it goes in. Here it is, antibodies. Okay, that's the key. It's going to lock in right there. Bam. So
Wow.
now that virus now can enter into our cell and infect us.
Mercy.
When that happens, the body is alerted. We need antibodies. Here come the antibodies. It locks in, locks in, locks in. So now when a virus trying to go in, it can't go in. The key won't fit.
Okay.
Thereby,
Okay.
here come the big eaters, macrophage.
Yes.
It eats it up and takes it away.
Wow.
That's why.
Wow.
That's what happens. That's why antibodies is very powerful as far as that's concerned. All right. So that's why antibodies is very critical, because a lot of people get infected with COVID-19.
Right.
All right. And the thing about it is that sometimes they are asymptomatic.
Okay.
Sometimes because the antibodies is working properly, I don't have any symptoms. That's what happens right there. No symptoms, so asymptomatic. For those antibodies who are working properly, they may be infected, but they don't have any symptoms. That's why antibodies is very important as far as that's concerned.
Let's break that word down then. What exactly, when we say antibodies, what are we talking about?
Okay, so let's define the term, all right? Antibodies, here it is. Antibodies are created when our body gets infected, all right? We just showed the animation. It's our defense to fight against virus and future attacks. So there's the animation there, the graphic on the right side, that's the virus. Of course, in the middle, that's the antibody.
Okay.
Antibodies there to fight the enemy. The enemy here is the coronavirus.
Okay.
It comes out and attacks the virus, attaches so it cannot lock into that receptor of our cells. We saw that in animation.
So can we get a little bit more specific as far as when we're saying the antibodies for this virus? Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Break that down.
Okay, yeah. So basically, there are 5 types of antibodies. The immune system, antibodies, call it antibodies. 5 of them. The 2 main antibodies is IgG, IgM. Now, Ig stands for a long word,
I know.
immunoglobulins.
Oh, okay, you did it.
But now some people I want to know what that word means. That's for those people, all right?
Okay,
That's like
okay.
Pastor Taylor, you want to know that word.
Okay.
But, no, IG. So in their letters, G, M, A, D, E.
Okay.
These are the 2 main ones.
All right.
IgM I call that the Marines. When the enemy attacks a country,
Yes.
you send in not the Air Force, Navy, you send in the Marines first. They attack the enemy and get rid of the enemy.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Once that's done, Marines are done. Then you send in the IGG, that's the ground troop. They stay longer in case the enemy might come back. I got you covered. That's where we get the herd immunity with the IGG. The ground troop that stays longer, months, even years.
Wow.
So that's why
Wow.
M, immediate, IGG stays around just in case the enemy might return. I got you covered.
Okay, now,
You're going down.
Okay, now, I'm feeling the scripture come on and go with that.
You got a hand clap on that
I'm
one.
going to hold on about the body and about God and what's going
Okay,
on here.
okay.
So let's move it. Let's move it. Let's talk a little bit more. So we got the IGG and we got the IGM.
Right.
Okay, we got the Marines down first.
Go in.
And then we got the other ones coming in just
The ground
to
troop.
hang out.
And they stay
hang
there.
out. Praise
they
the Lord.
stay there.
Oh my
months
goodness.
or
Oh my
even
goodness.
a year.
Oh my
so
goodness.
you get
Oh my
chicken
goodness.
pox. Normally you get the IGG, the chicken
Right,
pox,
right.
so you don't get it again because the IGG stays there and prevents that from coming back again.
Okay.
Same thing. Now, this may not be accurate because it's still new. So
Okay.
the point is, how can we get tested?
Okay.
All right? All right. So here it is, folks, right here. Discovery Donor Clinic. This is in Huntsville. This is next to the Jackson Center.
Right.
Alpha Hudson is also one of the main research here in the South, United States, on cancer research, whatever.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a donor clinic, and they do antibody testing in Huntsville.
Right.
Here's the number. Let's go back to the slide left. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's stay with the graph here. Here's the number you need to write down, folks. Antibody testing, 256-327-9705. Here, 800 Hudson Way. So this is antibody testing. Now, folks, before we go, let's leave that slide on the screen. Those have been tested positive for COVID-19 are the ones they're looking for. You tested positive for COVID-19,
Right.
and you're eligible if you have not been diagnosed with 4 diseases:
Okay.
cancer, diabetes, HIV, hepatitis. So if you do not
Okay.
have not been tested with either cancer, diabetes, hepatitis, HIV, and you have been tested positive for COVID-19, they're looking for you to be tested with COVID-19. Now, this is not something, a swab in the nose or in the mouth. This is a finger prick of blood.
Okay.
And they would test the 2 main antibodies we just talked about, IgG, IgM. And to boot, here it is, folks, you will be compensated.
Ooh.
Now, not going to be a whole lot where you can pay your mortgage, but you may get some groceries here and there. I'm just saying, so don't, yeah. So close.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go back to this blood test. So the blood test, and now if you have cancer, diabetes,
HIV and hepatitis. Okay, yeah, they don't want that. But if you've been tested positive for COVID-19, they're looking for you, and you'll be compensated.
So let's look at this one.
Okay, that's in Huntsville.
Right,
People are
right.
watching this all over the nation.
Right.
And so therefore, you may have antibody testing in your area. How can you find out? Well, number one, you may ask your healthcare provider about, are there anybody here in this area, in your city where you live, are testing antibodies? So may ask your healthcare provider or check your local hospitals and clinics.
Okay.
Now, as a matter of fact, Huntsville Hospital tests for antibodies.
Okay.
But you have to get a permission from your healthcare provider, and you won't get any money.
Oh.
I'm just saying. So, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. But, but again, and then check for any specific criteria as far as that is concerned, too, in case they're looking for something like that.
I got excited.
Now, let's stop. Now, I have one graphic, and then you have a text.
All
now,
right.
before we go to the next graphic, let me say this. We're talking about antibody testing.
Right.
Antibody testing. This is very critical. I don't want us to get the same attitude as this lady in the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. Anybody got time for that?
Okay, now see.
Anybody got time for that?
Okay, now.
Let's make time.
Curtis.
I got to laugh. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a fingerprint.
Okay. All right. Now, no, okay.
Let's just make time.
I have a serious, okay,
Yeah,
stop playing
because
around.
this is
Stop playing
research.
around. Okay, I
This
got
is
you.
research,
I
'cause
got
they
you.
need to
I got
know.
you.
Okay, you got a
Let's
text.
okay, I got a scripture.
You got scripture.
Okay.
Yeah, get yourself together, honey.
They need to get the water
Yeah.
ready, what they need to do. Okay, Psalms 119,
The
verse
water for
14.
what? For drinking or for baptism?
David said, I
Hands
praise
up.
you, O God, for we are
Fearfully.
fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are quite well. And we know that. Psalms
139.
verse 14.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
John 10. I think we're out here. John 10:10. Jesus said, I come, that they might have life and have it more abundantly.